my daughter was going through the recruiting process, and this was back when they were, recruiting 7th and 8th graders. And Joe was one of the coaches that had showed interest in her. And, ultimately it came down to that they weren't going to go, it wasn't an option for us. And, she was just very honest with us and just said, it's going to be a no. And, for me as a parent and for my daughter as, a 7th grader or whatever she was going through the process, to be able to mark off a school off of that list that we had and move on, that was a big deal for us. And she has always remained one of my favorite coaches because of that. And I remember going through that process wishing that all of the coaches would do that and just say, hey, this isn't going to be the right fit, so that we can move on.
I mean, it's just, loving Joe. Who doesn't love Joe Evans, right? I mean, I consider her a dear friend. I've been blessed to have her as a friend, and I'm glad she's on the West Coast. And I think you guys are going to get to. Obviously, Greg, you already know her, but I think that whole West Coast environment, they're going to. Every kid's going to end up knowing who Joe Evans is, right? And that's going to be a destination, because I think it won't take long, and she will be phenomenal. But I think she's just such a mentor to the sport and an icon. So I was excited when she got that job, and obviously when she had to move out from A&M, I'm glad she landed on her feet. And I know you'll take care of her, right? Who are you sending over to her right now?
As many as I can. Trust me. I've gotten a couple of texts and we talked.
Good. Yeah, I think she's going to be a good introduction to that market, and she'll make it more competitive, right?
Oh, instantly. Good. Talk about instant credibility.
If you like this clip, and I know you did, follow us on YouTube and Twitter, and you'll see the main content. We're also on Instagram, which is cool, right?
Facebook too.
I've only got one Instagram post. I have a suspicion that's going to change.